Well, less than a month to Election Day as voters start getting their ballots this week.
In the race for Oceanside Mayor, Mayor Esther Sanchez is being challenged by Councilmember Ryan Kime. Mayor Sanchez joining us this morning. Good morning. Thanks for being here.
Good morning. Thank you.
Let's get right to it. Why should voters in Oceanside give you a second term?
Well, first of all, I'm a multi-generational O-sider. I mean, that's the original, right? And so growing up in the neighborhoods of Oceanside, I am really familiar with a lot of the issues that we are now having. And then I was able to get a background in planning and also be a deputy public defender for 20 years. So I've really I have a lot of experience in education to be able to tackle the issues especially that we have now, which are, homelessness, affordable housing. We've got a little behind there. The majority picked a few other priorities. And then also the traffic has gotten really bad. Public safety, especially around schools and parks has really gotten really bad. Yeah.
Mayor, let's talk a little bit about those two issues. It seems like with all candidates
Yes.
Across the county who have been stopping by, homelessness, affordable
Yes.
housing, big issues all across
Yes.
the board. So you say you get a little bit behind. What if you were elected again? What do you plan on doing in the next 4 years to be able to address this once and for all?
Right. So we got a little behind in the last 5 years. So in the last 2 years, when we got another Councilmember Joyce, on the council, we started to get back to what we ought to have been doing, and that is never stopping to be building affordable housing projects. So we just had a ribbon cutting for 59 units, wraparound services, the first for Oceanside with on-site management. It's not just one person; it's a whole company, and so having all those services for our community. We've got folks living in there that are veterans, that have some challenges to mental health recently, or were in danger of homelessness. That plus the other thing is that we've had our homeless shelter for just a little over a year now. So we've had those experiences, and we didn't have a shelter before that. So the majority council decided to go with a different model than, say, staff was recommending. And now I think it's time to retweak that, revisit that, and think about maybe longer stays to maybe up to 180 days. Give folks more time to find that next step in transitional housing and their forever home.
These are big topics, big issues. We could spend
Yes.
hours, but trying to hit on all
Yes.
the major points. Obviously, the fire at the Oceanside Pier repairs we just mentioned
Yes.
starting today. In terms of the cost, $17 million was the last estimate. Explain how you guys plan to pay for that to bring back the Oceanside Pier to what it was.
Well, thank you for that question, because I was certainly worried when we had all these agencies respond, which was phenomenal, right? But the first thing I thought was, how are we ever going to repay this? Well, guess what? They're not charging us at all these other agencies. So guess what? Our insurance is going to be able to cover everything. So all those calls that we got from the governor's office all the way down to our locals saying that they were going to see how they could help us. Because this is iconic. This is something that a lot of folks who have traveled around the world and stopped in Oceanside have taken a picture of this really, really great thing that we have.
I just
Pier.
drove by Oceanside over the weekend, and I looked over and I'm like, wow, it's so beautiful. I don't get there as much as I really wish I could, but I know that for a lot of tourists and people that go there, they can't as well, because so much of your beach is not usable. So how do you change that to bring people back to the Oceanside?
Right, so we do need to do projects that are to bring sand to the beach as a short-term solution. Of course, the long-term solution is to see how we can, working with the other cities, North Coastal cities, like a regional project, how to maintain sand on our beach a little longer. So this project that Oceanside has called Re-Beach is something that we've gotten the other cities to really take a second look and be supportive along with the Coastal Commission. So we are actually turning the page there. I think the first suggestion was really not a very positive, popular suggestion, the idea of getting groins, 14 to 18 groins, 2 football fields long from the beach all the way out to the ocean. Not a really popular first project idea. That was actually my opponent's idea. And so taking that and going back to kind of the drawing board and then coming out with something that all Oceansiders can get behind was a really good step.
Before we let you go,
Yes.
the city of Oceanside has seen a lot of growth, a lot of almost a changing of an identity in terms of the last however many years. 2 brand new hotels, oceanfront. You have the Front Wave Arena, of course. The SD Clippers coming to play there. A lot of San Diego Sockers, everybody else going up there.
But
as
I hear
well.
you're going to be coming for, right?
I mean, if it's basketball, I'm there. Also, some Michelin dining in Oceanside, other
Yes.
fine dining as well.
Yes.
How do you plan in the next 4 years kind of continue developing this almost new identity for Oceanside as it continues to grow? What are your plans for that?
Believe it or not, what's really kept Oceanside's flavor is the community, the sense of community, this cultural diversity that we have in Oceanside, and this phenomenal entrepreneurship that we have. These are from Osiders as well, right? This is people saying, you know what, we had a lot of vacancies along Coast Highway not too long ago, 10, 15 years ago. And so it was folks saying, I want to invest. You know, and it's not just me, my family is going to be behind me. And not just that, but banks that have local folks in them getting behind this. So I do feel that it's making sure that we retain that flavor, that sense of community. I just met someone who moved here 2 years ago, and she said to me, you know, I feel the sense of community. I really feel it, even though this is 176,000 people living in Oceanside. So basically making sure that we preserve our communities, our neighborhoods. And one of the things that we're talking about is going into historic preservation of neighborhoods, starting with the East Side neighborhood and then maybe going to Loma Alta. You know, the airport was first at Loma Alta in that neighborhood, and then it kept getting moved north. So there's a lot of history in all of these neighborhoods. The Fire Mountain was decided it wanted to be included in Oceanside and had basically conditions on like, okay, we will be acquired by you, but you know, we want to remain rural, kind of rustic nature. Yeah. There's a lot here, and there's a lot that we can do.
Well, we appreciate your time, Mayor Sanchez. Thank you for stopping by. And last week we did also speak with the challenger, Ryan Keim. You can watch all of our election interviews. They are up on our website. Go to fox5sandiego.com.